Opening statement?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just, on behalf of UAB football and our university and city of Birmingham, just want to say how excited we are to be here representing all those folks in our conference, Conference USA. So just say thank you. Wow, we've been treated great so far. And from a guy who coached down at South Alabama for years when we started that program, being close here to the Saints and the Saints facility, Roman Harper, who everybody would know pretty well as a Saints fan, played for me in high school. Dad coached for me. So obviously our family's been very tied to the Saints, just keeping up with him and being close years ago. So thank you. We've already been treated so well so far. Obviously we want to talk about our opponent. What a great job Appalachian State has done for years. This team is, their team this year is really exceptional, winning their conference. So really a big honor to get to go against the conference champ from the Sun Belt. And they're good all the way around, all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. It's kind of like pick your poison. So really great opponent, and obviously they've been here before, so they got a little edge on us in familiarity. So I want to just brag on my team. And I know I'll get asked this, but obviously our history from our program shut down to bringing it back. Just always tell the story. 2017, I think there's 130 teams. We were picked 130th. Out of those 130 teams. So, we won 8 games that first year, went to a bowl game. Last year was really a very special year for us to bring that group back with a lot of seniors, where we went out and had to go get a bunch of junior college players, and really that group coming together, and these guys were all part of that to win a conference championship and win our first bowl game in the history of our school. So just a huge year for us. And, I think as we look at this year, it was, what's this group going to do? We lost 35 seniors. I think we were picked to finish 4th or 5th on our side of the West. I don't know what that means for overall. And for this group to win 9 games and win the West, could not be more proud of them. We've got a few seniors here, some of the few seniors we have that will be playing Saturday. Most of our team will be back next year, big underclassmen group. But so proud of this senior group, what they've done and leading us this year to the bowl game and the West Championship. So excited to be here. Got a little bad taste in our mouth from the conference championship game. Didn't play as well as we wanted to. Obviously FAU played well. Caught them at a time they were playing very well. So we want to come in here and represent well this Saturday and have had good practices leading up. So hopefully we will. Okay, questions? Might have answered them all right there. Right. Yeah, other than just being blessed and kind of being lucky, I do think that in that hiatus of being out, I had to make a decision on whether I was going to stay or go, what that was going to look like. And I really had 6 months of, maybe the program comes back, which was, we thought, totally, just a far-fetched dream, to there, all right, it looks like it will, what we're going to do. And, the only group I could really look at was SMU when they'd shut their program down, over NCAA violations. And I think they won 1 game in 3 years. And so I knew I couldn't go out there with all freshmen. So we started recruiting and really went across the country. I think I got to know every junior college coach in America. And at that time, it was really hard for us to find high school players because they didn't really believe, especially locally. They would tell us even in 14, we know you, but your facilities aren't great. You got a great school, great town, et cetera. But I think going out and finding those junior college players that we were a fit for. Now, some of these guys that are in this room were with me in 14 when we got bowl eligible. In 14, right before they shut the program, came back. But mostly it was a collection of groups of guys we went and found and just brought them together, and they became a team. I will say these guys here helped lead them and kind of give them the vision, because I had to use them as recruiters to bring in that next group of, hey, this is what we had going in 14. And then I think the other things we did is we really, I'll be honest with you, we went out and raised a lot of money from our community. We funded our whole program really off our community. So we're sitting at about $60 million raised now with a new stadium fixing, we'll be in one in a year from now. So just a lot of culmination of a lot of people working hard together. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a couple moments in there. One, I think our culture, and I mean this, Eric, I just really think we have a really good culture. And I think there's a really, belief system in how we do things. I think our training, I'm an old high school coach, an old strength and speed guy. I think how we train is really good, and I think our guys really believe. But, if you watch this in the first game, maybe in the first two games, it looked kind of maybe those predictions were going to come true, but I think they kept getting better. Our guys kept getting better. And then, we go play Tennessee. I think we're in the top 5 defensively in the country. We're playing pretty well offensively, and our quarterback gets hurt in that game. And we go play Southern Miss, who's a pretty big rival for us. We'd won our last 3 times against them. So we got our quarterback gone and go up there, and they beat us pretty soundly. And I think we had to make a decision as a team what we're going to do from there. And rally around our backup quarterback. We kind of went back to the running game and said we're going to let our defense carry us. And, we won those last 3 games to win the West. And really I think so those were kind of a couple moments, getting better at the first of the year, but really deciding after we lost our quarterback what we're going to do. And so give these guys credit for that. Yeah, and I think they've had to tell that story so many times as I have, and they're sitting in this room. But, I think for us to have guys that believe in you, kind of how you treat them, what kind of program we've got when they were gone. And I don't say this a lot. We had a bunch of guys that tried to come back that were juniors and seniors, but we were going to have to sit out for 2 years. So imagine, both these guys decided they wanted to come back to UAB knowing we weren't going to play literally for 2 years. Says a lot about, I think, them, about how they felt about UAB, how they hopefully felt about me and the program and what we were trying to do. And I've used them as spokesman and selling our program and in every way since then. And, of course, Fitz was here with us, really the whole time as well. He came in right after that. But these guys have really been ambassadors for what we're trying to do at all times. Yeah, and I think every win in our business is so crucial, that just because it's so important to everybody, but obviously what App State's done, what kind of program they've got, what they've accomplished this year. You talk about they've beaten an SEC team, an ACC team, they won their championship. So, we want to go out there and compete, and but a chance to win a game like that would just be another part of that, making that history, for sure. All right, thank you guys.